Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Cap, and I want to start off by saying thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. Had a pretty good sized influx of new subs over the last week or two, uploading nothing besides Black Ops 3. Welcome, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos and leaving likes and comments on them. Know that I truly appreciate it, and hope you'll do the same on this one. Leave a like on it, leave me a comment, we get to the end of the video if you got some feedback for me, and let's get started with it. Recently, Vaughn tweeted out that the ScoreStreaks are underperforming based on how they wanted to do them. Now, I don't agree on all of them underperforming, but there's some of them I think that could definitely use a buff. And I'm just kind of curious as to your thoughts on this. Do you think they should leave them where they are? Think they're overpowered? Do you think some ones are underpowered? Let me know which ones you think in the comments below. But I thought I would go through some of the ones that I think should have a little bit of a buff on there. We'll start off going through here from the very beginning. We're just going to start at the very beginning here. The HCXD, the radio control car basically. That one I think is just fine. I've used it a couple times. I've gotten some care packages. It's got a pretty good sized blast radius, so I don't think it needs to be adjusted at all. I think that one could be left just as is. The UAV definitely needs to be buffed. I cannot get a kill with this score streak, man. All I can do is get it to show up people on the radar. No, seriously, I think it's fine just the way it is too. It's easy to shoot down, it's easy to find, and I love shooting them down. Care packages, of course, are fine. Same thing with counter UAVs because they don't really affect the game. The Dart. This is one of those score streaks that I kind of go back and forth on there, and mainly just because I'm a horrible pilot with it. I've taken out so many house eaves and rooftops and trees and, completely failed because, it's got a short amount of flight time on it. So the way I play, I have to fly it way up in the air and then arc it back down to the ground, kind of like a Predator missile, to see what's going on. I can't navigate the streets and narrow hallways and get a kill with it. So honestly, I wish it was the hunter killer drone. I like being able to just throw the paper airplane in the air, let it go do its thing, and call it good. The Guardian I don't think needs to be buffed at all. That takes 2 good EMP grenades to kill or a whole bunch of bullets. It's pretty much just good for locking down a traffic way. I don't think it needs to be fixed at all. The Hailstorm missile definitely needs to be fixed. This thing is borderline useless for the most part. I've got a couple good feeds, but it's like if I can land it in a group that just spawned in, then I can get some actual good kills with it. And the same thing I've been seeing a lot of people say about this is that you're dropping a missile from the sky and it hits right next to a guy. How are you getting a hit marker with a missile? But it's the same. Call in 4 or 5 hailstorm missiles. They hit the ground and you just hear hit markers everywhere, not a single kill. And it's like, what the hell is this, man? Come on. Just a little bit of splash damage on it I think would be great. Same thing with the lightning strike. Tactically call it in. You hear them drop the bombs. You hear a bunch of explosions and a bunch of hit markers. Just like there's 0 splash damage. If you don't hit them dead on, there's nothing. Rolling Thunder, to me, feels exactly like the Stealth Bomber did on Modern Warfare 3 when it comes out. It makes a lot of noise, it blocks out the sun for a moment, but it just doesn't do any damage. Just like it drives by, honk, and it's gone. I can't say I've ever got a kill with it, nor have ever been killed with it. I think I saw one person get 1 kill with it on a wide open map before. The Talon I think is just fine. I've been killed by this thing a few times. I've used it a couple times. It's nice. It's not super powered. I think maybe the streak cost is a little bit high for what it does, since it's autonomous and the AI can control it, but it doesn't fly around the map and do a whole lot. Kerberos, or Cerberus as some people call it, the little miniature tank drives around. I think this one's just fine. I don't really see any problems with it. I've used it a few times and I've got some decent kills. It's good for objective-based mode. You care drop that bad boy in around B and it just patrols around and shoots people. Takes a good couple EMP grenades to take out. So I think that one's just fine. The Wraith, I think, for being such a high-level streak, because it costs $1,100 to call that bad boy in, so it's not like it's a cheap one to get in. So I think it should probably get just a little bit of a buff. Maybe you shoot some more ammo than it currently does, because currently it takes forever to get it into the map when it flies around, and then it just seems like it pulse fires at things. It never seems to get a ton of kills. The H.A.T.R is basically just the, advanced UAV or the SR-71 Blackbird from previous games. Nothing to do with that one. The R.A.P.S are really cool. The little, spiky rolly balls and stuff that fly around all over the map and stuff. They're cool, but they're really easy to kill. I mean, you can hear them coming as a player who's being attacked by them. So unless they just sneak up and surprise you, I don't think I've died by these things many times. Then they cost $12.75 to call in, and they don't do that much. You can shoot them from a distance and they blow up. I get a bunch of points just from blowing them up with EMP grenades and shooting them. Power Core, I can't say I've ever even seen anybody use this thing. It's basically like a portable EMP thing and messes up thrusters. I don't even know anybody uses that. The GI unit, I think, could use a definite buff, considering how much it costs to call in such a high-level streak, and it comes in and it really doesn't do anything. I have seen it, runs around the map a little bit, it shoots a few things, but it's almost like getting a novice-level player who's never used the sticks before comes in, and they just like shoot all over the walls and stuff. And the last one is the mothership, the VTOL gunship. It's got primary and secondary turrets and does a whole bunch of damage, or at least it's supposed to. But for being the top level kill streak for 1600 points and not unlocking it until such a high level at 45, you would think it would do a whole lot more damage. It would be devastating, but these things are so easy to shoot down that nobody uses. Nobody wants to risk, running such a high level streak. It calls in, then 2 people fire up their RPGs, and that bad boy is gone. So anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video for here. I'd love to hear from you guys on which ones you think are good, which ones you think are bad, which ones need to be changed. That's kind of just my opinion on it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope to hear from you. You guys have a good one, and I will catch you later.